All right, there's been a lot of people who've gone through bad times in the skies lately. This is bad.
Mm-hmm.
A Delta passenger's travels took a turn for the worse after a fellow flyer projectile vomited on her.
Ooh. You know what? Can you just...
I'm going to punch her right in the tits. I will. My reaction will be...
Get to the bathroom.
Fast and furious. It doesn't... Well, I mean, lately, though, this round of sickness, we saw it with Tracy Morgan.
Hits. Yeah, it just hits.
He just puked right there courtside.
And honestly, I don't believe that I saw a bag available in the seat. You know how when you used to fly, there'd be the magazine?
Yeah, I don't think
the
they
puke
have
bags.
that.
I don't think like a budget cut
them.
thing.
Yeah.
I think it just they crunch the numbers on the weight added to the planes, and we're like, nope.
The weight.
I think it's just
weight. It's how much they had to spend on them.
I'm sure 99% of the time it was used for garbage, not puke.
Yes, and I think they were like, we can't keep doing that.
Well, this Delta passenger said the puke was gross, but the response by Delta was worse. Laura Junkin recounted the icky incident online. She was traveling home from New York on a flight with her daughter. She was sitting near a rear storage area. The airplane was preparing for takeoff when a male passenger stood up and started walking towards the back of the plane.
He tried.
The flight attendant asked the flyer to return to his seat.
I can't.
But the traveler refused to budge. He just stood there and he kind of had a funny look on his face. The crew member said, "Back to your seat, sir." He looked to the ground, to the side, and then started to cover his mouth. And then she said, "Oh my God, he's going to puke."
Yep.
That's when he projectile vomited all over her and the cabin.
Gross.
He covered his mouth to catch it, but it came out the sides and showered me down the right side of my body.
That would make me throw up.
Oh, I'd puke instantly.
So everyone would start throwing up.
Yeah, you're right. It would start a chain reaction.
I would throw up if puke.
She said it wasn't just liquid. It was chunks and debris. Oh. Bits of egg and stuff hitting me.
Oh, bits of egg.
Bits of egg.
I can throw up right now.
That got him.
Oh man, if I looked down and I saw like a half egg and a little bit of yolk, that's it, man. I'm puking everywhere.
You all right? Jason, we've lost Jason. Are you all right, man?
He doesn't like this stuff.
Just once you start talking about it,
it's wild to be in a spot where you can't really do much about it. Like when I went to Disney with my kids and they both got, it probably was a version of like norovirus back in the day before we knew what it was.
Yeah.
And we're on the tram and like Rowan gets a look on his face and I took his hat off and he puked into his hat and he filled his whole hat up. But like if he didn't have that, it would have been everywhere. We're on a different ride and Stella does the same thing. She puked into something. This guy didn't have anything.
Nope.
This woman said my pants started to get wet because it started to seep into my crotch and under my butt.
Oh my God. Don't talk about my seeping crotch.
You should never talk about your seeping crotch.
I won't.
She said there was a waterfall of puke just covering the whole area she was sitting in. Flight attendants alerted the pilot, who turned the plane back to the terminal so medical crews could board and handle the situation. Unfortunately, despite putting on masks and gloves, the flight attendants, she said, were just missing in action. One eventually did come over to her with a couple of wet wipes and some cocktail napkins, but that didn't do much.
Yeah, thanks for that.
As a result, she was left toweling her arm with her bare hands and trying not to puke herself.
I can't, man. I have arm hair, dude. My arm hair is like a Brillo pad.
That arm hair.
Oh, yeah.
Breakfast sandwich.
it's too descriptive.
Oh, yeah.
It's so vivid. Like, I can picture all of it.
Just
so glad I
texted,
can't.
David, you stop this right now.
David.
Yeah.
Pull out the David.
Thank you.
David Gary, stop this right now. So when she got home, she filed a complaint with Delta. After waiting a week, she got a pretty much standard response and $120 for her pukey troubles.
Yeah, man, that is really, it's just really gross. The only thing worse to me would be like a diarrhea situation. That's like the only thing worse.
But I think diarrhea won't get on you.
No, I mean, if it did.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if it did. Like the guy that went up
Smell.
the row and people were stepping in it. I mean, that's no good.
But does he get to just go back to his seat after all that and ride out the rest of his flight?
Well, to me, I mean, you're sick. You got to get off.
Well,
but I mean, they won't, right?
I don't think they will. It didn't say. They said they moved them to a different seat, her and her daughter. But it didn't say what happened to the guy.
The thing about the noro stuff is that you do the puke, but then like the other one's coming. Because it's both. It's
pukey puke.
Get to that bathroom.
Yeah, you're going to be spending that whole time in there.
It's no good.
No, that sucks.
No good.
That sucks.
You don't want other people's egg on you.
No, I don't.
Out of their mouths.
No, I do not. Already chewed egg.
Seeping under your butt.
Nope. Egg puke must smell worse than almost any other puke.
Someone said we just went to Mexico last week for my daughter's senior spring break.
Yep.
Dude on the plane had a bag of hard-boiled eggs as a snack. And he peeled and shared them all
Get
with
him
his
off
family.
that plane. You can't have hard-boiled eggs on a plane. Get out of here. What's wrong with you?
Sometimes I think to myself, like, man, all these lunatics trying to open the door and got off the plane. Nah, that one I understand. Because I might have got up and tried to open the door.
That would turn you into a lunatic.
A bag of eggs?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
I can't be near a bag of eggs.
Nick's with us in Boston. Hi, Nick.
Hi, yes, you got to stop saying the segment, man. I'm eating cereal and I had to stop because I'm puking myself.
Yeah, we are. That is what happens.
Sorry, man. All
Yeah.
the best to you.
Lisa Three-Way.
Lisa Three. I got to throw that.
Thank
Not sick enough to throw in a good old Lisa Three-way.
Yeah.
Heather is in St. Pete. Hi, Heather.
Hi, balls and penis.
Balls.
Penis.
Hi, I was a school bus driver, and I was almost to the middle school, and I remember the kid's name. It was Will. He stood
Never
up.
trust a Will.
Nope.
I said, Will, you got to sit down. And the next thing, he must have eaten at least 10 pancakes. And
I've been
he
there.
threw up so much hot, warm pancake chunks down, and it went down the middle of the aisle, and the girls are screaming.
Yeah.
And at this point, I pull up to the school, and they start walking through the throw up, and I'm like, no, just climb over the seats. Do not walk through the pancakes.
Yeah.
Ew.
I mean, that is.
It was awful. It was awful.
Yeah, that could ruin pancakes for
Real
you,
bad,
right?
Heather. Although, okay, I will say I'd rather have pancake chunks on me.
I was just
But I
going to
just
say.
than
love
most other
pancakes.
foods.
I know, but you could. I'd rather. This is so crazy.
Would you rather?
I'd rather you threw up and a chunk of pancake landed on my cheek rather than a bit of your eggs get on my arm. Like, it's so
Yeah,
much
I'm gonna
better.
agree. I'm
Pancake
gonna
is
agree.
so much better.
Pancake to me is a
I
very
agree.
inoffensive puke food.
In fact, I think
But-
I've seen my kids throw up after like eating some like Eggos with like some syrup on it or whatever. And I know this sounds disgusting, but you can still smell. It still smells like a pancakey
Oh, that is.
You guys are
experience.
killing me right now. This is awful.
Don't have
I
kids.
love
Is
pancakes.
the message of the day. I know pancakes are good, but the thing is, I'd rather be pancake puked on.
I don't want to be puked on at all.
I don't either. It's not my thing.
Oh, thank God.
But I don't want. I'd rather pancake than egg.
Yeah, I'll take hot pancake chunks on me over hot egg bits.
because I believe I have had to clean a like an Eggo puke, and I was actually fairly shocked that it was almost like it must have been so soon after that I was like, this is just, it's almost like the plate of it, which is disgusting.
It's very. Tyler is with us. Hey, Tyler, how are you, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Not too much.
So yesterday at the Deftones concert, I sat front row. It was pretty sweet. Last night, the guy puked in his cup. Took a good half chug.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the old
So
Deftones update.
someone had puked in their own beer and continued to drink it.
And that'll wrap it up for the puke session.
Yeah, yep.
Well,
That's not
I think
great.
Puke talk is over with.
Puke
huh?
talk.
Puke talk on David Chuck the Freak.
It happens. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. But you're in
How
that front
wasted
row.
are you to drink a cup full of beer puke.
Oh man, I remember when we went to Cancun as younger men. My one buddy had an empty pint glass and he puked and filled it right to the rim. It's literally puked it to exactly the top and then set it there. And then one of the waitresses came by and took it like, are you done with these? And we were like, yep. And just took it away like it was.
I cleaned it. Have you seen it like in a beer? Well, it's like a science experiment. You know? I had to clean up so many. People would just put them under the table. And you're like going to clean up. You're like, you.
Oh, that is disgusting, honestly.
Yep.
I could never, if I did that, I'd have to clean out my own mess. I couldn't leave that for someone else to do.
Yeah, no. Usually when you've done it, you're so beyond.
You're out of it. Yeah.
You're not thinking,
you're
I
not
should
in
clean
your right
this
mind.
up. So, well, that's enough of that.
Yeah,
right?
that'll do it. That'll probably
enough
do
of
it
that.
for Puke Chat for today.
Yeah, that's good.
Appreciate all the input.
I'm sure we
Yeah.
made a lot of people throw up.
Yeah, and we do apologize. It's just the news, man.
Yeah, it's
Just
the news.
Just
We
happens.
play the cards that are
Cover
dealt.
the stories that happen.
Yep.
And today it was just a
That was
bad
it.
card.
That's
Yep,
it.
bad card.
Unfortunately.